Y'all watching another episode of Highly Respected with yours truly, Miss Streetz, and I have a special guest with me. He goes by the name of Dell-P. What's good?
What's going on, Miss Streetz? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm good. And I should specify 215. For the people who don't know that area code, let them know, because I know, but let them know.
Right, that's the city of Philly.
Yes, yes, sir. So shout out to Philly, yes, all day. So let's get into the music, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
So your most recent project, the Peoples MC, talk about
Yeah,
I think you have like 13 songs, but that has some skits on it, which we're gonna get into.
yeah.
But talk about the title, the Peoples MC, why you came up with it.
Well, the People's MC came from, just my content being deeper than music. Like I'm out here, whenever they need me in the forefront for anything that's going on in the city,
Mhm.
positively, anybody need somebody to, have a message in the music for these kids. I'm one of the first artists that they come to. So yeah, I would say I'm the People's MC.
Yes, definitely makes a lot of sense. And then
Thank
back to the skits, because I kind of said that you had skits on there.
Yeah,
How important are skits to you? Because I grew up when albums had skits on it, and
right,
sometimes the skits was better than if it was like skits with the music. Sometimes they were better than the songs, or they were just
right.
nice things to listen to. But how
Yeah.
important are skits to you in a
Well,
project?
some of my favorite albums had skits on them. So, I try to keep that formula, but also bring my point of view to them.
Mhm.
So, I like to have skits that, people can relate to, people can learn from, and, actually be inspired.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. Now you do have some great relationships with some legends, I would say, like
Yeah,
Speed,
no doubt.
Steady
Yeah,
B, David Banner. This is just a few
yeah,
today that I know that you have. So
right.
out of all of them, what's like the best advice they kind of gave you?
Well, shout out to David Banner. That's my boy right there. He said one of the things that he liked most about me, besides the music, is that I stayed with my 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Some artists feel like they can't do music and have a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like they got an image to portray or something. But I think that, and I would say my man's speech, always, just being yourself. That was the advice he gave me. Just stay myself and I can't lose.
That's dope. That's definitely dope.
Mhm.
So, 9 to 5, you're an
Yeah.
artist. Like, how do you juggle that and how do you stay motivated to continue to do music?
Well, rest in peace to my mom. It's crazy because Mother's Day is Sunday. Rest in peace to my mother. She's the definition of hard work, and whatever was going on, like she just had to handle business. It didn't matter if her health was declining or if she was tired. She just got up and she kept it moving. So that's what I try to keep relevant.
That's dope. That's dope. Definitely. So, Philly rappers, who's some of
Yeah,
your favorite Philly rappers? Obviously, you can't say yourself, but who's
right, right, right.
in Philly?
So number one, of course, is Black Thought. It's my guy right there. Shout out to Black Thought. Shout out to the whole legendary Roots crew. They show me a lot of love. I would say EST. I would say Bahamadia. I would say Malik B. Of course, I got to keep it in West Philly. Will
Yes.
Smith. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith definitely brand new funk, summertime.
Mhm.
If we talking about lyrical, my top five would be I would say I gotta put Siegel in there. I gotta put Petey Crack in there. I gotta put Vodka in there. I gotta put who else? Journalist. Gotta put journalists in there. And I'm gonna give you somebody else that's up and coming, but it's super dope. My brother, Zone Boy Mayor.
What's his name?
Zone Boy Mayor.
Okay, I gotta check him out then for
Yeah,
sure. Definitely gotta check him out. So, I
yeah,
mean, Philly, we know Philly got a lot of talent. But in
yeah.
your opinion, I would say not your opinion, describe Philly's sound. Like, what's y'all sound like?
we known to be the soul city, the sound of Philadelphia. That's soul.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would say it's soulful. I would say it's real, and I would just say like it's innovative. I mean, if you think about all the legends from back in the day that's outside of Philadelphia,
Mhm.
they always had somebody from Philly inside the camp somewhere.
Right.
Always.
That's definitely true. Definitely true. So, word is you're the best kept secret of hip hop. When people say that, but when people say that, and I listen to your projects, I really think you're dope. You're very lyrical. I love the song.
Thank you.
But when you hear that, like, what does that mean to you?
It just inspired me to, reveal the secret. You know what I mean? So that explains why I keep working. It's cool that they calling me the best kept secret of hip hop, but no, it's time to tell the world that secret. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's the goal.
Right. So, for new artists,
Yeah.
if they come to Dell-P for advice about their music career, what kind
Yeah.
of advice are you going to give them?
I would tell them to tell their story. You never know who's going to relate to it. You know what I'm saying? I would say don't follow what's the flavor of the month because we know that waves fade out.
Right.
Like if you stand by it, if you believe in it, you should do it. Go
Mhm.
go with your gut. Don't try to go with the new viral moment is. You know what
Right.
I mean? Yeah, that's my advice for him. Oh, and shout out to artists that I work with heavily. Forever Made. Shout out to Teeth. All these guys are on my album. Son
Mhm.
of the 215. Shout out to Jay Reezy. Shout out to Corey Williams. Shout out to Mel Austin. These are some artists you need to look up in
Mhm.
Philly doing their thing.
Is that something that you feel like you kind of obligated to do, like help the new artists, or it's just something you like, it's
It's
just
just nat
you can do it.
it's just natural. It's just natural. Because if you think about it, all the best albums, like I was listening to the Chronic earlier,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
But it was Dr. Dre, but he had like six artists that he was introducing to the world. If
Mhm.
you think about EPMD on their albums, they introduced Redman, they introduced K Solo, you know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Right.
Tribe Called Quest, they introduced the Consequence, they introduced Jay Dilla. Like it was all about passing it down.
Right.
So, I try to follow that.
That makes sense. So do you think like hip hop is lacking that with people, doing that same format?
Yeah, I feel like these days a lot of people are for themselves and they're scared to put on new artists because they fear that they might pass them. But we don't think about that. We just
Right.
carry on tradition.
Exactly. That's dope though. So definitely shout out to you for even doing that, helping
Yeah,
artists
thank you.
as well. That's dope. So what's next for Del-P? Like what are you working on that you can talk about? Because sometimes people don't
Right,
want to talk about things that's not completed, but what are you working on that you can
right.
speak on?
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to my man Anthony and shout out to Kyle Dawson. I'm be doing some things with them. They out in NYC. They book a lot of crazy shows. They actually was on the Legends of the Street tour booking artists. So, they agreed to do some things for your boy. So stay tuned for that. I got some good things going on with the Free Library of Philadelphia. I'm going to different libraries throughout the city performing, just giving a different vibe to the city. Like it's a lot of, that drill wave is like making a lot of things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm
Mhm.
just trying to, show them that, it's hip hop artists out here that are dope, but also got a positive message. So a
Right.
lot of those songs that I have out there, I think motivate people to get with me to
Mhm.
get with these community initiatives. And I also got a monthly event called the Wordsmith Experience that I do at Crate Diggers Records. Shout out to my man Bob at Crate Diggers. We had like 4 or 5 artists that's on the same type time, that got positive content. Gotta be dope. You gotta be dope. You gotta be talking some real hip hop ish. You know what I'm
So,
saying? But
obviously you listen to them before they get to
yeah,
come on the
exactly.
platform. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel like I'm an A&R at heart. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was
I
gonna
feel
say,
like when
well,
I
you definitely are, but
yeah.
is it hard? Like, how do they submit? Let's just say that. Like, how do they
You
submit?
you know what it is? I think people forget, that they got to be boots on the ground because of the internet. They think they could
Right.
just inbox you. No, come touch toes. Come,
Mhm.
come out here and feel the vibes. And if this is something that you think, you fit, you think
Right.
you fit the bill, let me hear something, and then we talk like that. Or I already have to have a rapport with you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get with artists that just got 20, 30,000 followers or
Right.
something, and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just let him come on because he popping on the grant. No, because that's a facade. We know how
Right.
that
It
go.
is
People
definitely.
buying them followers, people buying them
Right.
views. So yeah,
Right.
I got to see you out here moving. I gotta relate to your music. Like, that's how I do with features. Also, a lot of people come at me for features. I don't care what type of position they in. If I don't feel the music, I'm not doing the feature.
Right. Cool. Sounds good. I know you gave a couple of shout outs earlier, but I want you
Yeah,
to
no
give
doubt.
shout outs now to like pretty much all the key people that you feel been supportive of your career,
Oh
whether
yeah,
it's from the beginning or now, but shout those people out.
yeah. First and foremost, like I said, rest in peace to my mother, my first fan. She used to be at every one of the block parties they used to let me rock at. She'd be
So,
right up front. So
wow.
rest in peace to my mom. Shout out to her. Shout out to my family. My family, that's where it started at. My Uncle Paul, my Uncle Phil, my grandmom and granddad. Like, they're heavily influencing with the music. Of course, my wife, shout out to Zaina. Make sure y'all tap in with Zaina at Zaina Love. She has the best shea butter in the world. So make sure
Really?
you, yeah,
I'm
tap
gonna look
in.
at that.
Yeah, go Zaina Love. Be sure to, follow her, or Z Freedom also. That two pages of hers. But yeah, the shea butter is A1. Shout out to my brother Donnie Boy. That was my partner since elementary school with this rap thing. But he always was more like behind the scenes because he does production. But anytime I needed him on the track to come out of retirement, he do it for me. So shout out to Donnie Boy. Shout out again to my boy Forever Telling Me. Shout out to Teeth. Shout out to my brother Don Triple R Hip Hop Live. Like, yeah, it's a movement. Shout out to my man Jeremiah Mills. He do all the photos, and my man Terrence, Stefan J. Yeah, the support is real.
You can't
Who
miss
Mag,
nobody. They're gonna be like, you
yeah,
forgot me.
who Mag Distribution, that they put me on the platform to get my music heard throughout the world, and got these Grammy considerations. So shout out to Rob Swartz for always believing in me. Shout out to Jimmy DeSaint. He's a big deal in Philly on the music scene and on the movie scene. He gives me all types of great opportunities. So shout out to him. I'll be in a movie this summer.
Nice,
Actually, it's
really.
called Complicated Affair, and it's
Hmm.
starring me. It's starring Philly Freeway. It's got Son of the 215, and they got, oh man, just a lot of Philly people in it,
And you
man.
said it
So
comes out this summer?
it comes out in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on,
Cool.
I'm on a couple movies right now. When George got murdered, that's about when George Floyd got killed by the cop or whatever, and the cop got booked.
Mhm.
They was giving the cop you know A1 treatment, and the prisoners weren't having it. So I'm one of the main prisoners in the
Wow,
movie. It's dope.
that's
So
dope.
shout out to Terrence Hakeem, and rest in peace to Nadir Muhammad. That was my manager who actually got me that opportunity. We were supposed to just submit music for the film, but they
Mhm.
asked could I act, and the funny thing is I've been acting since middle school, so it was perfect.
Wow,
It
that
was
was meant
perfect.
to be.
Yeah,
That was meant to
yeah,
be.
no
That's
doubt.
cool. So, for everybody to listen to your music
Yeah.
and watch the movies and know when you're performing, I need you to drop, of course, your social media, your Instagram, YouTube, or whatever it is you have, so people know how to,
Yeah, no
that
doubt.
vibe.
Yeah, so be sure to, tap in with the Peoples MC. It's a great album from start to finish. I'm
Very good.
getting rave reviews about it. So again, shout out to Son of the 215. Shout out to Jay Reezy. Shout out to Forever Telling Me. Shout out to Teeth. Shout out to Mel Austin. Shout out to my man, Speech, legendary, Arrested Development. Shout out to Petey Crack, legendary, State Property. Shout out to the legend, one of the Philly pioneers, Steady B, and my big bro Rain and Mike Burton. Man, we put something special together for hip hop, and it's crazy that it come out around the time of the 50th anniversary, because I
Right.
feel like that album definitely represents.
Hmm. It definitely does. Yep.
Thank you.
Definitely does. Drop your social media too, so people
Yeah,
know how to. follow and everything like that.
Yeah, no doubt. So follow me at Dell-P 215 on Instagram and at who is Dell-P. That's who is DELLPEE on Twitter. Yeah, and shout out to my man Mel Austin Jr. We gotta shoot a video for Rising real soon. I feel like that's you probably gonna get that video in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Listen, like I said, I love the project. It's something that you can start from the beginning and just let play out. And that's stuff that I like. I don't like skipping records.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
And shout out to the architects of that album, Track Kida, Jay Still, Vinny G. They gave me the best beats they could possibly find for this.
definitely.
So shout out to them.
Love the samples on there.
Oh man, listen. We had fun because they definitely, they took my ideas and just made them come to life. Oh yeah, and shout out, Sway in the Morning. They just start playing Don't Forget the Hype in the regular rotation. They
I
had me on Get in the Game.
I'm locked in with Sway in the Morning all the time. So I definitely hear the record.
Yeah, so that's love right there. Yes. And shout out to Chuck D. He been showing a lot of love to the album. My single with Speech and Michael Burton. Be sure to, let your followers know the Peoples Emcee is available on all digital platforms. But if they care about the artist getting they just do, download it off of Bandcamp, because that's when I get most of the.
Well, that's good to know. I'll do that too. Definitely want to support.
Thank you.
For sure. So Dell-P, thank you. Thank you for stopping by and talking with me about your project and everything else that you got going on and things
no doubt.
I wish you nothing but the best. Keep it going, because we need that balance in hip hop. Definitely need to hear that good, real hip hop with substance. So thank you so much.
Word, thank you. And go Sixers. Y'all see my head. Go Sixers. But thank you, Miss Streetz, for having me.
You're welcome.
And just keep in touch. I'll do the same. Yeah. And if y'all in the Philly area tonight, it's gonna be the Wordsmith Experience, 711 South 4th Street from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I got a dope lineup. Lucci Lona, Son of the 215, Dope DNA. Oh man, my man Meg Sonny. It's gonna be crazy. And of course, I'm gonna give them some joints too with the squad. So salute. Definitely. Thank y'all.
God bless the people. Thank you.